Welcome again. So in this video I'm going to show you how you can download and install the latest Ubuntu edition ever, or you can say the latest Linux version ever. The operating system I'm going to install is called Lubuntu. So if you open the Chrome or any browser and then type Lubuntu, okay, .me, then it should take you to this website, or you can just type it over here. Like, I already visited the website, that's why it's coming. This is their official website, lubuntu.me. Okay, so you can visit from here. Now, why Lubuntu? Okay, so I have used this operating system a few years ago, and the operating system is this operating system is known as the lightest Linux ever. So if I let's scroll on their official website, you can see it's configured, or it's developed to be used for your daily purpose. You can see it's saying daily, your daily operating system. Lubuntu is a complete operating system that ships the essential apps and services for daily use: office application, PDF reader, image editor, etc, etc. Okay, so you can use this thing. There are like lot of things you can learn from here. Okay, you can install it anywhere. You can, if you want to install it on your Raspberry Pi, you can do that. So now how to download it? You can just go to the download version. From here you can download anyone you like. I'm going to download this one, Numbel Numbat, because it's the LTS one, and as you can see that they are going to provide the support for the April 2027. And this is the another LTS version, but the support is going to be end on the April 2025. But if you wanted to try, you can do that. So you can download it from here. Like if you click over here, desktop, like 64-bit download, it's going to be downloaded, or you can use this uTorrent option also. I have already downloaded the ISO file, so I'm going to show you how to install it properly. So over here, this is the virtual box that I'm going to use. So let me add a new virtual box, Lubuntu, and then let me store it on my usual virtual box over here, and I'm going to leave it over here, and then done. Okay, now once I type Lubuntu, it's automatically, the Oracle VirtualBox automatically detected that it's a Linux, and the subtype is Ubuntu, and the version is Lubuntu. Okay, that's fine. On the hardware section, I'm going to provide 4 GB of RAM. If you wanted to do more, you can do that. You can provide CPU power also, like how many CPUs you want. Currently right now my current PC have like 12 CPUs, so one will be enough for virtual machine, but if you want, you can do that. And then on the hard drive, okay, how much of the gig storage you wanted to provide on your virtual hard drive that you're going to create. So let's say 50 gig will be enough for the Lubuntu. Okay, but on the RAM, if you wanted to provide 1 gig, that will also be enough, but I wanted to show you, so I'm giving 4 gig of RAM, but you can also use it for 1 gig of RAM. Okay, so let me finish this thing, and it's done. Now I have to go to the setting to check few things. Over here on the storage, I'm going to add the ISO file that I have downloaded, which will be this thing. And then on the network, I want to access my internet, then I'm going to select the bridge adapter, and then done. And after that, we are going to start this. Okay, it's starting now. Okay, so now it's saying that either you try it, okay, before installing on your system, or either you install it Lubuntu Safe Graphics, Lubuntu Safe Graphical Mode, and the OEM install for the manufacturer, obviously. So I'm going to use the first one. Okay, so this is how the installation panel look like. It's actually based on the Ubuntu only, so if you are familiar with Ubuntu, then you might already know this one. Okay, this is the new Installation interface. So over here you have to select your language, obviously whichever language you prefer. Internet connection, okay, you have to select your Ethernet or your Wi-Fi. I'm using PC right now and my PC don't have any Wi-Fi dongle, so I'm going to use the Ethernet port. From here either you can try it before installing on your system. As you can see, it's saying that uh, run Lubuntu from the installation media without changing a file system disk. Changes made to this environment will not be safe when the computer is shut down. You can do that or you can just simply install it. So I'm going to click on this one, and then the basic like login. So over here we have to select from here that which language you are going to use. So it will be American English, but if you want you can select from here. This is my I can see my mother tongue is also listed over here. Okay, so there are quite a few language you can choose from. That's nice, that's nice. Seeing this thing over here, it's feel nice. Okay, then you have to select next, and then you can select the things from here. Okay, it will show you which location or like which step you are following right now. So we are on the welcome screen now. We have to select from where we are. So why we have to select that? Because based on this thing it going to like fix your time zone. So I'm going to select from India, Kolkata. The region will be Asia, zone will be Kolkata. If you want to select somewhere else you can do that. Okay, and then next, over here you have to select your keyboard layout. So I'm going to let it on the default English, and then English US and then default, but you can change it from here also. And then the next. Okay, right now we are on the customization. So it's asking that to choose a installation mode, like you can use full installation, and on that thing all application in the normal like all application in the normal installation, and all extra third-party packages are listed below. Web browser, utility, office software, games and media player, minimal installation. You can also download the additional option like download and install update for following updates. You can choose from these things if you wanted to install the third-party packages. Right now I'm not going to make any changes. I'm going to use this, but if you are going to use this one, make sure you have a internet connection, okay, properly, then you can do that. So I'm going to use the normal installation mode right now, then I'm going to use next. Okay, now it's asking to like for the partition. So this is our virtual drive that we have created, like I have given 50 gig of storage on that. Now it's asking that you wanted to do the partition manually or you wanted to let it on the system by default. So I'm going to choose this one, and it will erase all the data from over here. Okay, you can choose from here, like if you wanted to create a swap file, what will be the extension that we are going to use. Like Linux by default work on the ext4, but if you wanted to use this thing also, this one is actually a bit more secure, but if you wanted to use this you can do that, and then your whole file system will be changed for this operating system. So this is a nice thing, okay, to have this. And then you can encrypt your data from over here, okay, if you wanted to encrypt it. So I'm going to select this one, and then let's click on the next. After that we have to assign a user. So over here I'm going to put my name, like let's say this, and then over here, okay, it will be start from a lower. Okay, done. And then this is the like virtual machine name will be, I mean your computer name. This is your username, and this is you can give any name. So after that over here you have to put the password for this user that we are going to create. Okay, so I'm going to put the password of then confirm the password. If you wanted to log in without like asking for the password, then you can select this one, but it's not a good habit, so don't do that. then click on the next, and then it's giving you the summary for each and everything. So I'm going to click next or the install, or you can check if you wanted to like it's going to erase this particular hard drive. Okay, and then this is the storage that you're going to get. Okay, creating new MDOS partition on this thing, you can check these things. Install, it's saying that the Lubuntu install is about to make changes on your disk. In order to install this thing, you will not be able to undo these changes, so make sure you don't have any data when you are installing it on your live computer. Make sure you got all your backup. Okay, so now the installation is started, and it's going over here. Like if you wanted to check the logs, you can just click over here, toggle logs. Okay, and then it's going to give you the live, like details which is happening in the background. Like at the moment this particular command is running, like rsync. Okay, it's trying to filter this thing, and it's running. So if you wanted to check the logs, you can do that, or you can just toggle back with this screenshot which is mentioned over here, all the features, or you can do that. So it's about to take some time because it's installing on the virtual box, but let's wait for some time, and once it's done I'm going to ping you back. And as you can see, the installation is done now. Now it's asking that all done. Okay, Lubuntu has been installed on your computer. You may restart into your new system or continue using the Lubuntu live environment. So you're going to obviously restart it. It's already check mark. So I'm going to click on the done. And we have successfully installed the Lubuntu. So let me just enter my password that I have given on the installation time. And this is how their desktop look like. So it's not bad actually. As you can see, it's pretty nice. Okay, this is the computer, this is your home directory, this is the manual. Okay, and this is the recycle bin. Over here you will find the small application menu. Over here you will find the pre-installed Linux software, which is always come with different Linux environment. This is the Firefox and transmission. Okay, you will find the LibreOffice whole like tool, like the calcs for the Excel. Okay, and this is the Paint, and then this is the Word. You can find all the details over here. It's pretty much actually very light, so you can't compare with the other Linux versions, because it's designed that way that you can run it on your old computer to give it a second life. So you can use this. So this is your like file manager look like. It's pretty simple, like all the folders over here, and this is the computer. This is for the applications that you want to do run if you like, and then this is for the devices. So over here you can find the file manager other settings. So if I open the terminal over here, then you can search over here actually like Windows, and this is their terminal look like always. So this is their terminal look like. So you can customize it from here if you wanted to do that. Like if you just go to the file, then preference, and then if you come to the over appearance, okay, from here you can change it as per your like if you wanted to choose something like this, and then or maybe something like this. Okay, you can make totally changes. There are a lot of options over here. You can create shortcuts if you like. You can create drop down. You can add the bookmark and many more like this. They also provide 4 desktops, so if you wanted to switch from one desktop to other desktop, you can simply do that. Over here you will find all the application menu tasks like icons over here. This is for the internet, and this is for the sound thing. Okay, and the time is located over here. So yeah, it's pretty much very simple. Okay, and not too much system consuming things. So this is all about Ubuntu and how you can install it. So if you are still watching this video this far, then please like this video and subscribe my channel, and I'm going to see you to another video. Again, thank you so much for watching and have a nice day.